The streets of New York City were alive with pride and celebration as the Harlem Hellfighters, the 369th Infantry Regiment, paraded up Fifth Avenue on February 17, 1919. Returning from the battlefields of World War I, these African-American soldiers were met with cheers and admiration. Despite facing discrimination at home, they had proven themselves as some of the war's most courageous fighters, spending more time in combat than any other American unit. Their service not only shaped military history, but also laid the foundation for the civil rights movement in the decades to come. Standing as a testament to the grandeur of ancient Palmyra, the Tetrapollon was a striking 3rd century structure in Syria. This once glorious monument, composed of 16 massive columns, marked a central crossing in the city where traders and travelers once gathered in this thriving hub of the Roman Empire. Tragically, in 2017, this historical gem was deliberately destroyed, a heartbreaking loss to world heritage and archaeology. In this late 19th century photograph, officers of the Los Angeles Police Department pose proudly with their Winchester rifles. The LAPD of the 1890s was a far cry from today's modern force, operating in a city that was rapidly expanding. Law enforcement faced challenges ranging from outlaws to labor strikes, and firearms were a crucial tool in maintaining order in the growing metropolis. The mighty Hudson River was once an artery of industry, and in this 1907 image, log drivers worked tirelessly to guide massive timber loads downstream near Glens Falls, New York. Balancing atop the rolling logs with practiced agility, these men performed one of the most dangerous and physically demanding jobs of the time, ensuring that the wood reached sawmills and markets to fuel the nation's expansion. In 1887, the streets of New York City were a chaotic web of overhead electrical wires, a tangle of unregulated infrastructure that loomed over pedestrians. Before underground cabling became standard, power, telephone, and telegraph wires crisscrossed the sky, creating both an eyesore and a hazard. This early glimpse into the city's rapid modernization reflects the growing pains of an urban world embracing electricity. In 1894, European royalty gathered for an iconic family portrait featuring Queen Victoria, alongside her powerful descendants, Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany, Tsar Nicholas II of Russia, and the future King Edward VII of Britain. This moment captured the intricate web of European monarchies, a family connection that would ultimately be tested as their nations clashed in World War I. A team of dedicated timekeepers meticulously records events at the 1912 Summer Olympics in Stockholm, Sweden. The precision required for these tasks reflected the growing importance of accurate timing in competitive sports. This era marked a turning point for athletics, as new technologies and stricter regulations were shaping the modern Olympic Games. A well-dressed shopper strolls down a bustling New York street in the 1920s, her arms filled with purchases. The post-war boom had fueled consumer culture, and department stores flourished. With flapper fashion on the rise and an air of newfound independence for women, this era marked a dramatic shift in social norms and economic prosperity. A young girl visits the California alligator farm in Los Angeles during the 1920s, where families could get shockingly close to the reptiles. These unusual attractions were a mix of fascination and danger, allowing visitors to pet or even ride alligators, a practice that would seem unthinkable today. A rare photograph from around 1900 captures a biracial family, a poignant reminder of the complexities of race and identity in early 20th century America. At a time when segregation was deeply ingrained in society, such families often faced unique challenges, yet they also embodied the rich diversity that has shaped the nation. In the final year of World War I, a German cavalry lancer patrols behind the front lines. his face concealed by a gas mask. By 1918, chemical warfare had become a terrifying reality of modern combat, and soldiers had no choice but to adapt to the brutal new conditions of trench warfare. Pretty Nose, an Arapaho woman and warrior, stands tall in this 1876 photograph. She is said to have fought at the legendary Battle of the Little Bighorn, where Native American forces famously defeated General Custer's troops. Her fierce expression and traditional attire serve as a testament to the strength and resilience of indigenous warriors. Stretching across the rugged terrain, the Great Wall of China stands as an enduring symbol of strength and determination in this 1907 image. Built over centuries to protect against invasions, the wall's imposing presence remains one of the greatest architectural achievements in human history. Monsieur Dussel, a former Mameluke of Napoleon's Imperial Guard, poses proudly in full-dress uniform in this 1858 photograph. The Mamelukes, originally elite cavalry warriors of the Middle East, served under Napoleon, blending French military strategy with their own legendary equestrian skills. A group of teenagers, dressed in their finest attire, prepare for a high school dance in the 1920s. The elegance of their clothing reflects a time when social events were highly formal, a contrast to the more relaxed styles of later decades. Sunlight streams dramatically through the towering windows of Grand Central Terminal in 1929, illuminating one of New York City's grandest landmarks. Today, surrounding skyscrapers obscure this breathtaking view, but the station remains a testament to the city's rich architectural heritage. The ancient Roman city of Timgad, founded by Emperor Trajan around 100 CE, showcases the remarkable town planning of the Roman Empire. Its grid-like streets, once bustling with merchants and scholars, remain a preserved testament to the ingenuity of Roman urban design. The first Aldi grocery store opened its doors in Essen, Germany in 1930, marking the beginning of a retail revolution. The store's focus on simplicity, affordability and efficiency would eventually make Aldi a global supermarket giant. In an Ottoman-era Istanbul cafe, men gather around a hookah, engaging in relaxed conversation in this 1885 scene. Hookah lounges were social hubs where politics, business and daily life intertwined over clouds of flavored tobacco. Passengers aboard an Imperial Airways flight in April 1925 enjoy an in-flight film, a luxury that would become commonplace in later decades. Air travel was still a novelty, and such amenities were a sign of aviation's rapid evolution. Workers stand beside the towering propellers of the Titanic in dry dock, sometime between 1911 and 1912. The sheer scale of the ship is staggering, dwarfing the men who worked tirelessly to construct what was then the largest and most luxurious ocean liner in the world. Just months later, this engineering marvel would tragically meet its fate in the icy waters of the North Atlantic, forever cementing its place in history. An immigrant family gazes at the New York City skyline after passing their entry examination at Ellis Island on August 13, 1925. For many, this moment represented the fulfillment of a dream, a new beginning in a land of opportunity. With nothing but hope and determination, these families would go on to shape the cultural fabric of America. In 1935, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco was still under construction, an ambitious project that would become one of the most iconic suspension bridges in the world. Engineers and workers risked their lives high above the waters of the bay, ensuring the completion of a structure that would stand as a symbol of innovation and resilience. The frozen remains of the Eureka Building in Chicago tell a chilling tale of firefighting in extreme winter conditions during the 1920s. Encased in ice, the skeletal structure is a haunting reminder of the brutal force of nature and the unwavering dedication of firefighters who battled the blaze in sub-zero temperatures. An outdoor gymnasium and playground in Chicago, Illinois, in 1903 showcases an early movement toward public health and fitness. Long before modern gyms, outdoor exercise spaces provided children and adults with a place to build strength and agility. These community spaces played a vital role in promoting physical education during the early 20th century. A set of ancient Roman surgical instruments discovered in 1897 in a physician's home in Pompeii offers a fascinating glimpse into the medical knowledge of the time. With scalpels, forceps, and even tools for bone setting, these artifacts prove that Roman doctors possessed advanced skills in surgery and healthcare, knowledge that would influence medicine for centuries to come. A Native American man solemnly overlooks the newly completed Transcontinental Railroad in Nevada in 1869. While this engineering feat united the nation, it also signified a profound loss for indigenous peoples, whose lands and way of life were forever altered by westward expansion. His stance reflects a moment of contemplation, a gaze into a future that was rapidly changing. San Francisco's famous Cliff House stands proudly in this early 20th century photograph, just before it was tragically destroyed by fire in 1907. Overlooking the Pacific Ocean, the grand structure was a favorite among tourists and locals alike, its ornate Victorian design a striking contrast to the rugged coastline. Empress Elizabeth of Austria's mourning mask and veil, worn after the tragic suicide of her son at Mayerling in 1889, encapsulate the depth of her sorrow. Known as Satie, the empress was revered for her beauty, but also plagued by personal tragedy. This somber relic symbolizes the heartbreak that defined much of her later life. A bustling scene at King's Cross Station in London on July 20, 1899, captures the energy of a city on the move. Passengers, dressed in elegant Edwardian fashion, hurry through the station, their journeys taking them to destinations both near and far. This image offers a timeless glimpse into the rhythm of urban life in the late 19th century. A traffic accident in the Netherlands in 1914 shows an overturned carriage surrounded by onlookers. In an era before modern traffic laws, horse-drawn vehicles, bicycles, and early automobiles often shared the roads in a chaotic mix. Such accidents were common, highlighting the need for regulations that would soon shape the future of transportation. In 1931, Egyptian men stand in awe as the Graf Zeppelin, a massive German airship, floats above the pyramids of Giza. This rare sight, blending ancient wonders with cutting-edge aviation, is a testament to human ambition and progress. The contrast between past and future in this moment is truly breathtaking. A group of Navajo riders makes its way through the breathtaking landscapes of Canyon de Chelly, Arizona, in 1904. Captured by famed photographer Edward Curtis, this image reflects the deep connection between the Navajo people and their ancestral lands, a bond that endures despite the trials of history. The traditional architectural style of an elite family's home in Jenne, Mali, photographed in 1906, showcases the beauty of West African craftsmanship. Made of sun-dried mud bricks, these grand structures reflect the rich heritage of Mali's Sahelian culture, which has flourished for centuries in harmony with the environment. In June 1969, US engineers undertook a remarkable feat, redirecting the flow of the Niagara River away from the American Falls for several months. This unprecedented effort allowed geologists to study erosion and assess the stability of the falls, providing insights into the natural forces shaping one of the world's most famous waterfalls. Through these remarkable photographs, we've journeyed across time and space, witnessing moments of triumph, tragedy, and transformation. From the battlefields of war to the wonders of ancient civilizations, from the struggles of the past to the innovations that shape the future, history is filled with stories waiting to be told. Thank you for watching Rare Moments in History. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below with your favorite photograph and let us know what historical topics you'd love to see next. Your support keeps history alive. Until next time.